I want to show you a couple of clauses out of the United States Constitution and let you realize how people think about the government. Full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. And the Congress may by general laws prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be proved and the effect thereof. Notice how it speaks of a state as two different things: as a territorial plot of land with clearly defined boundaries, and as a bureaucracy, an organization. Full faith and credit shall be given in each state. In that first instance, the state is a piece of territory. And in the second instance, to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. In that case, the state is a bureaucracy because a plot of land cannot hold court or issue records. So the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings have to come from a bureaucracy, a bunch of bureaucrats, and not from a plot of land. But the fact that they say of every other state implies that the two kinds of state are one and the same. Full faith and credit shall be given in each state, such as New Hampshire, to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. Well, the bureaucracy is a different state, isn't it? Or are they the same state? The state of New Hampshire, a piece of territory, and the state of New Hampshire, a bureaucracy, are different things. But they're calling them the same thing. It creates the illusion that somehow a bureaucracy and a piece of territory are the same thing, and they're not. The migration or importation of such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit shall not be prohibited by the Congress prior to the year 1808, but a tax or duty may be imposed on such importation not exceeding $10 for each person. This was about the importing of slaves. The migration or importation of such persons, that's bringing slaves into the country. Such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit, not any new states that might get added by the Congress to the United States, to this union. But as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit, as if a state can somehow think. Now, individual bureaucrats can think. The Supreme Court of the United States cannot think. The justices, or so-called justices, can think. Individuals can think, but personifications cannot think. And here they're actually writing as if a state can think.